I can never seem to do anything right when I'm recording this game, so let's just do it live. Well, the DLC is enabled. I got him on sale a long time ago. Let's go. Start campaign. Normal difficulty. Keep forgetting they don't do that. Let's go already.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
We don't want any. Stop asking. Gotta admit, the old dude's got a bad opinion of the American infrastructure right there. That's the upstairs neighbor, don't worry about it. Our two new friends, Reynold and Dismas, don't get too attached. They can and will die.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
So let me tell you something. She told me her name was Billie Jean and she caused a scene.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
There's stuff. Remember to check it. Check it correctly, you might even win.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
You might win, or you might lose. But you might win.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Okay, so big guy. Big guys have high defense. Don't bother trying to attack them. Use damage over time. So, this dude asks his friend if he's fat. And he's like, dude, you're fat? You're so fat, you're 4 fat guys. There's 4 fat guys, and you're 2 of them. It's like, oh, come on, I'm not that fat. The guy pulls out his zealotous accusation, which it targets 2 people at the same time, and it turns out it can only hit him. So yes, he is in fact 2 people. I told that joke horribly wrong. And that's why I don't make jokes during this. I'm sorry, I'm not funny.
Their cursed champion falls.
Corpses get in the way and prevent you from doing things. Go through him, go around him, doesn't matter.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Grab the stuff. You can go back to town, sure, but there's a box. You feel like gambling? It could be nothing. It could be everything. It could be a trap. You do it. It turns out the thing that it said was trapped was trapped. It's not always trapped, though, so... Took you a minute there, game.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Bound with what army? And also, if I may... Ahem! Welcome to hell, it's great here. Well, I was, and then you had to say something about it. Okay.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Stagecoaches, they'll show up, they'll drop off people.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
Upgrades are up in the corner. Cheaper, faster, yada yada yada. Reynold is a kleptomaniac. Dismas did stuff we're not allowed to talk about. The Plague Doctor, which is a she, is bi and is struggling with her emotions. The priest is into stuff I can't talk about.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
This'll show you how bad of a player you are. And trust me, you will be bad. No, not done yet.
Trinkets and charms, gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
This is the Nomad Wagon. It wasn't originally called the Nomad Wagon, but the other word they used is considered no longer politically correct, so they had to change it. You can upgrade it here to get more charms and more expensive charms, yada yada yada. The Jeweler, which is only useful for a specific DLC, a comet crashed into the farmland not far from here. We have to fix that too.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
This will let you rewatch cutscenes. It also gives you a brief overview of what you're supposed to do in the game. As the game said, there's nothing more to do in town.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
So you have all these environments. Each of them have their own quirks, as do your heroes. The title, thank you for your input. The title of the group doesn't actually do anything, although you may be fooled into thinking that they have some sort of bonus or special synergy. They really don't. Don't bother. I can tell. I can tell. Miss Hot. So, step 1. Provision.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
You must pay for your supplies. I recommend some food, a shovel, you know, basically one of each thing, and maybe 3 or 4 torches. Food you need to eat. You do eat things. You need that. Antidotes. Bandages stop bleeding. Medical herb can eliminate combat debuffs. Skeleton key uses to unlock doors. Holy water does stuff. And the laudanum works against specific types of debuffs, but we're not going to encounter that so early, I don't think. There's always the possibility everything can go horribly wrong. Just like my life. Being curious and being careful. Can you give me an example of a more self-contradictory phrase? No, she said the child was mine. It had eyes like mine. I forgot the song. I forgot the lyrics to the song. Oh, never mind. It was a stupid joke anyway. Free torch.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Yada, yada, yada. Dead people. As you can see by the stat block down below, dead people don't bleed. The Plague Doctor does buff and debuff, and occasionally some melee. Not this time, though. Buff the Paladin. The Priestess, Healer, Stunner. That's about it for right now. The stun did miss, but it added to our light counter. I'll explain that later.
Back to the pit.
Another abomination, cleansed from our lands.
Excuse me, you said it was my land.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
If it were only that simple. Well, I was going to explain that later, thank you. But yes, as the game pointed out, the torch is the basic mechanic of this game. Depending on how bright it is, means your people will fight differently. And if your people fight differently, there's a better chance of losing. But the harder you make the fight, the more likely you are to find good loot.
Another one falls.
You mean to say another one bites the dust? Heals in this game are relatively small, but even 1 point of HP can make a big difference.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
You don't say. Yeah, this'll do.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
It can, according to that preacher off the TV. I'm gonna try and keep the light around 50 or so %. The game usually gets a bit harder after that, and you get more cash. So monsters have been taken by surprise. Quick, pants them all! Now, stress. They did the slush. Whatever happened to the Transylvania twist? So, the stress attacks. As you'll see, there are 10 little pips at the bottom of your HP here. The more those fill up, the closer your character is to having a breakdown. A breakdown can be good, or it can be bad. Most of the time it's bad. That's one thing. You can mitigate the effects of a breakdown. You can work with that. But if it fills up a second time, your character dies. No ifs, no ands, no buts, your character is dead. So, try not to. You can do things to make stress less of a problem, just not right now.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Tell me about it. Miscalculation there. The damage over time was going to take care of this guy. It didn't.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
Check out this coupon for a 2-for-1 sale. We've been trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty.
A faint hope blossoms. A fortune waiting to be spent.
And it will be. Quite easily. If you don't see it, then your characters can't see it.
Intent.
If they can't see it, they're probably gonna die. No, I thought we'd walk backwards back home. As I said, they will check to make sure you bought food. A bit higher than I'd like, but it'll do. Nothing again. Just as as well, I suppose. Oh, it'll be over soon, trust me. Ugh. It should be quite obvious. I don't like that guy back there. I hope you weren't attached to I hope you weren't too attached to poor Reynold over there. Looks like he's not gonna make the night. Maybe giving him a personal attention will help things. Great. This is what happened last time. Ugh. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. My processor isn't strong enough to play this game. And record it at the same time.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
You heard the man, no quarter, only dimes and nickels, no quarters.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
So, tone deaf and musical apply to a class of hero we don't have yet. But we can still get rid of that if necessary. Right now I have other matters.
The tents are pitched, banners fly, and the corpse wagons stand at the ready. The circus has come to town.
Which we will not be doing. Okay, I'm going to stop now before my computer crashes.